So this was the first, this is the VS Flexi 1304 file. So this is a really super flexible file. So the idea of this, it's got a control memory. So that means that most of the files that we used to use, when you bend the file, it wants to spring back. So if you bend your file like that, it wants to spring back. So that means as the file is going around a curve and as it's rotating, it wants to straighten all the time. The idea of these control memory files is that when they bend, they stay centered on the bend. They've got a very low restoring force, so they don't want to come back onto the original, they don't want to spring back. So that means they're much more likely to stay in the original anatomy. And these files were brilliant for being able to complete this case in a kind of predictable way. And the reason it looks like that there's more coronal dentine removed here is because that's the MB1 and the MB2 were kind of overlapped. But we've been able to get around all these curves without any worry about file separation because the files are soft, they follow the canals, and just as long as you use the correct techniques, it's really, really predictable to make these shapes.